This video was made possible by the EA Creator Network. Hi guys, it's SimLicy here, so welcome to another speed build. So today I am sharing the second build that I created using the Horse Ranch expansion pack and base game only. Thank you so much to EA for providing me with this early build of the expansion pack so I could share these builds with you guys. I was on time to share them after the embargo lifted, but I had some microphone troubles. Thankfully, that's all fixed now, and I will be getting the videos out to you guys hopefully rather quickly. If you guys missed it, I did share the first build that I created using the expansion pack, and I will have it linked in the description box so you guys can find it really easily. Then I have this one, of course, that I'm sharing now, and then the last one, and I tried to make all of the builds like have a different style and essence and for different Sims. Basically, they're all for families though, but that's always my favorite way to build. I mean, sometimes I like single Sims. I guess not for like big builds. For apartments, I think I might prefer single Sims. I don't know. I don't really know why I'm trying to say what I think because I clearly don't know. But anyways, yeah, the first build was for a family just starting out their ranch. And so the house is kind of like in the process of being updated. So there's newer windows, but the siding's still older and outdated and kind of needs to be like refinished or repainted or something. And they have a horse with a small stable and they're basically just starting out. And so I thought that was a fun idea. This one I think is for a more established rancher who decided to size down with just their favorite horse, a smaller cabin, and I think it's a male character, and I think that they're more of like the Clint Eastwood sort of character, like a really rugged, like I'm an outdoorsman and I'm a cowboy, like that very stereotypical like Western sort of character. And he has a daughter, and the daughter I don't think lives with him all of the time. I think it's like here and there. I'm not really sure like how that's all worked out necessarily. You guys could figure that out in your own gameplay, but I think his daughter is like the polar opposite of him, and I think that's a really cute idea. I think she is sweet and not rugged at all, and doesn't have like a rough bone in her body. She's the sweetest to the animals. She loves baking and like crafts and just all of those like kind of sweet things that you would associate with somebody just being yeah, just as sweet as can be. And she loves everybody, and I think maybe she brings the best out in her dad, or at least tries to. Not that her dad is a bad person or anything. I think he's a perfectly good guy, but he's definitely slow to show emotion and affection, and that could be kind of a problem, especially with somebody like his daughter who probably craves affection and craves, you know, somebody being like super sweet to her. And yeah, maybe they kind of struggle with that a little bit. So I thought that was kind of a fun idea, and I really just tried to decorate this home with that specific sort of like rugged character in mind. I wanted to use a lot of dark browns and make the home feel like a cabin basically, because I think that sort of character would like this type of home. And then for the last build, I'll do a little bit of a summary of it. Of course, I will share that hopefully soon, but that one is more of just a modern style family home. I mean, not super modern, but modern for this pack, I think. So yeah, and no animals in that build. But yeah, I just didn't really have the room for it. The lots in this world really aren't that big. I mean, there's a couple big ones, but the majority of them are pretty small. I was kind of surprised by that, especially since you're supposed to have like the horse training equipment, like the barrel racing and stuff like that, which takes up a lot of space. So you can pretty much, I mean, you can use them on the smaller lots, but you have to build a lot smaller of a home. So yeah, I don't know, I was just kind of surprised by that. But like I mentioned in the first video, I love the furniture in this pack. I think this couch and chair set are so cute, and I love the coffee table. The side table though, I like the design of it, or like the end table, whatever you call that little table that I put the lamp on. It doesn't come in the same swatches as the coffee table or that little table that I just put below the window. So that's kind of weird. I would have liked it to match a little bit more. I mean, I think I made it work, and I mean, of course, everything doesn't have to be super matchy, but it would be nice for a pack to be a little bit more cohesive. Like, it's kind of frustrating when that doesn't happen. But yeah, I think the interior of this build turned out so nice. It's one of my favorite interiors that I've ever done, which is kind of surprising because it's a very simple interior as far as like minimal decorating, because I'm only using one expansion pack and the base game, and not a whole lot of base game because I don't think a whole lot of base game really goes with this expansion pack. Some of it does, like a couple of like the wallpapers and rugs and maybe the curtains that I used in this build, but a lot of it really doesn't. But I like this interior. I think it really shows the character that I imagined living here, and I think it has that nice like rustic farmhouse feel and cabin feel, and I don't know, I think it's cool. And like I mentioned in the previous build, this flooring is so pretty. I love this brick flooring so much. I love the colors of it and the style. I think it's just super fun, and yeah, I love it. But over here is the kitchen. Obviously, I put together the dining room and the living room, and I also really like the placement of the staircase in this build with that like open beam area. I thought that was really nice. And then I just hung the cow skull above the archway leading into the dining and kitchen area. I thought that looked really good. And then here I'm just adding some decorations in the kitchen. There's a item that I place here in just a moment. This item, I did not notice it in the first build. It is such a cute decoration. I wish though that each of the pieces were separate because they don't need to be clustered together, but it's fine. I know that's just how the Sims team does things, so they can get more items out, because they do have like an item limit when they create a pack. They can only have so many assets, but it would have been pretty cool to have them separated. But anyways, I thought that piece was so cute, and I really like this little corner over here with the shelf with like the cowboy hat and like the coat, and there's like a thermos and a rope and just different decorations hanging from it. And then I put some base game shoes below it, which I thought looked really nice. And that rug that I'm using in the living room, by the way, is base game, and I think it matches these items really nicely as well. I think I used it in the first build a couple of times. But over here is the downstairs bathroom. There are 2 bathrooms in this build. Both of them are shared bathrooms, no en-suites. But I really like this bathroom. It's a really good size, and I was able to use a couple of the new bathroom items like this medicine cabinet and then the shelf next to the toilet. So I thought those looked really good in here. And then the shower's new, the tub's new, toilet's not new. But yeah, I thought that room came together pretty nicely. And then here I'm just looking for some other decorations that I could possibly put around. In this little porch area to the right of the screen, I do end up placing the new barbecuer, which I didn't end up using in the first build, so I was very happy to use it in this one, and I think it actually matches this build pretty nicely. And then here, moving on to the second floor. So for the second floor, there's the 2 bedrooms, 1 bathroom. I quickly decorate the bathroom with just the same items that I used in the downstairs one. And yeah, I think it also looks really good. It's a little bit smaller than the downstairs bathroom, but I do like it nonetheless. It's nothing too exciting, I guess, because it's pretty similar, just a different arrangement and size. But yeah, I just love the colors in this build, by the way. I'm very curious to know if you guys are going to like this much brown, but I love just like the wood walls and all of the wood textures. Oh, and the door that I'm using is a base game door here in these upstairs rooms. But there's new swatches that were added to match this expansion pack. So it's so nice because I didn't realize that in the first build. And so I was very happy to realize that here in the second build, because I don't think I would have had a door that I could have used that would have really, I don't know, really worked or matched this interior. So I think that worked out pretty nicely. But this is the landing area at the top of the stairs. I put a new desk that came in this expansion pack along with a new chair. And then the chair in the corner is also new, and a few different decorations, a computer as well. And then I think I put a bookcase and maybe a wall decoration or 2. It's just, yeah, just a nice upstairs landing area. And then the first bedroom that I'm going to decorate is going to be the dad's room. So for his room, I of course wanted to continue with the style of the rest of the house, and I also wanted to use the open wardrobe stuff that we got in this expansion pack because I didn't get a chance to use it in the first build, and I think it looks so good in here. And I had the perfect little like pop out where I had the chimney on the exterior, and then I also put a TV in here, and I guess this Sim likes TV, which I don't know, I don't really see the character as liking TV that much. But maybe they do. Maybe they just like laying in bed and watching Westerns or something. But I think that's probably about all they would watch. I don't know. But I thought the TV looked good nonetheless. and Sims like to watch TV. So yeah, I put it in here. But I think the open wardrobe looks really nice. And then I just added a few other decorations. I think this rug in here looks really pretty. And I was very happy to use this bed. This is the other new bed that came in this expansion pack. So there's 2 double beds and 2 single beds too. And they both have different styles. This one is a bit fancier looking, but I really liked that it had the cowhide on the headboard. I think this particular Sim would really like that kind of style. And then over here is going to be his daughter's room. So this room, I really wanted to represent that kind of sweetness. And so I thought this bed swatch was perfect. And then once I found the bed swatch, I just kind of based this room around it and tried to find things that matched it in color and style, and just tried to make it feel like a sweet little kid's room. I felt a little bit limited on artwork because I don't think the base game artwork matches this pack at all. Like maybe some of the other pieces, but nothing for children. So I kind of struggled with that, but I think I made it work. And I think this little side table over here is really cute with this horse and lamb and goat painting. I'm not exactly sure how to get the goats and lambs to appear in the household because they're not an actual like Sims character like the horses are. Like they're the same as cats and dogs. So I need to figure that out because I definitely want to use them in a build because they're very, very cute. But yeah, I think this room's adorable, and I really love that new dollhouse, by the way. I don't think I mentioned it in the last build, but it's so cute. I used it in that build too, and it's a really adorable dollhouse. But anyways, here I'm moving on to the exterior. I wanted to create a little stable area for a single horse, and I really had no idea how I was going to design it, so I just kind of started building something and seeing what I could make work. And I don't know why I was trying to make this room so small originally. Thankfully I expand it and I'm able to fit the horse bed in there. Not the way it is right now. It needs to be 1 tile wider, so I do extend it just a little bit. But yeah, I thought it looked really good. I think I was trying to not take up too much space here on the lot because I wanted to fit one of the trailers and a vehicle in the driveway and have like, you know, that kind of like feeling that they could transport their horse. But yeah, this lot just really wasn't big enough for all that. I do end up putting in a trailer but no truck, so we'll pretend that the truck is just off somewhere else being, yeah, I don't know where it is, but it's somewhere else. Anyways, I think this area turned out really nice. And something else I was really unsure about what I was going to do was the landscaping. I had no idea what plants I was going to use. I was looking at the surrounding area, which is of course pretty arid and dry, and there's some like rocks and some grass, some trees, a little bit of greenery, but it's mostly just like sandy dirt and kind of dead trees and rocks and grass and stuff like that. But yeah, I used this combination of dirt terrain paint and also some rocky terrain paint, which I think was a good combination and kind of made it feel more natural to the environment and not like it would stand out so much. Which is definitely something I wanted to go for. And then I used some different grasses and succulents and just tried to make it blend into the environment basically, which is something I try to do in most builds. I try to not do like a completely different landscaping than is in the surrounding areas. But anyways, if you guys have been wondering where I am, I didn't want to talk about that too much in this build. I did talk about it a lot more in the first build since that was my first build coming back after not having a video for quite some time. But yeah, I've just been taking care of my son and being pregnant. I'm due in a little over 4 weeks now, so I'm trying to get everything put together. And yeah, doing these voiceovers is always harder pregnant. Like I feel like I don't have enough lung capacity because there's not as much room for my lungs anymore. But yeah, I definitely am happy to be sharing these videos with you guys. Hopefully I can get some more out soon. And if not, definitely after my baby is here and things kind of settle down a little bit, I'll have some more out and try to get organized a little bit better. But yeah, and also I will be trying to eliminate my fan noise. Yeah, it's the summer and I have my fan running and I'm pregnant, so I have to have it on basically. But I'll try to remove it in editing. I think I did all right in the first video, so we'll see. But anyways, yeah, here I'm just adding the final touches and then we're on to the screenshots. I really hope you guys have enjoyed this build. I will have it up on the gallery soon along with the other ones. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and please leave any comments or suggestions you have. I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.
can't go back down to that water again. These old muddy shoes keep on walking the streets. Someone's bride buying Egyptian sheets. The window display of some little store in town. And there's my reflection against the morning light. Hello, Mr. Ghost, Mr. Skeleton White. You better comb your hair, you better wipe that George Clay off your brow. You better stand up straight, man, these people hardly recognize you now. Lord, carry me like a sailing ship. Comfort me before I slip around the dark side of the moon. All this spinning around hurts my head. I just sit here lonesome for you. There's a million things I would rather do instead. I know